What's up, everyone? Welcome to another episode of the Rise and Thrive podcast, where we break down the relentless, the realness, the personal training, and everything in between. I'm your host, Manny Fraser, and today we're diving into the most crucial decisions you'll make in your career: big box versus independent trainer. Now, whether you're starting your fitness career or you're looking to switch things up, this episode is for you. We're talking about the pros and cons when it comes to working in a big box gym versus going into the independent route. I've done both, and trust me, understanding these differences is going to be the first step in setting yourself up for success. So let's get to it. Whether you want stability or freedom, I'm going to help you decide which path is right for you and right for your goals, right for your family, right for where you're at right now. And let me tell you, it's not about the money. It's about building the career and lifestyle you've always dreamed of. Before we dive in, if you have not already, make sure you subscribe to this podcast and follow us on Instagram at Gym Sales Coach and at The Manny Fraser. You won't want to miss the next episode in this series where we break down finding the best location for your career. Now let's get started. All right. First things first, I work in a big box gym. Currently, I'm working in a big box gym. I'm a personal training manager in a big box gym. So I don't hold a bias. I've done both, and I'm just gonna share from my heart where I've seen both. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's talk about the big box gym. So some pros. When we're thinking about starting off in fitness, a big box gym can feel like the safest option. They can offer stability, they can offer steady paychecks, built in clients, and resources you might not be able to get on your own when you start out. But here's the thing, they come with a price. And I'm not talking about your membership fees or your uniform. So here's the pros of some big box gyms. One, steady income. Here's the deal. Big box gyms often offer hourly pay or a salary. If you're just starting out and need to cover bills while you build up your clientele, this can feel like a lifeline. And it is. Instead of having to pay rent, you're getting paid rent. It's less stressful because you know exactly what you're bringing home every 2 weeks. So you know your bottom line. It has built in clients. You're stepping into a system that's with ready-made client base. People are walking through the doors every single day, and you get the opportunity to work with them. The best part, some gyms even provide leads for you, so you don't have to go out and hustle for your first clients. Number three, resources and support. When you're starting out, having support is key. Big box gyms have trainers, have managers. Hey, I'm the manager, and marketing teams in place. You can learn from them and advice. You can get advice from them in terms of promotional materials, and you can get even social proof from other trainers. You don't have to worry about setting up a website or doing the admin stuff on your own. But there's always a flip side. Okay. And so one more thing that add up in terms of big box gyms is systems. And I don't think a lot of trainers think about this, is that you're creating, like, number one goal in a business is to create systems for you to be able to duplicate. A lot of trainers don't start off thinking like that. They just think that, oh, I like working out, I like doing my thing. So you know what? Instead, I'm just gonna do whatever. That doesn't work. Systems equals saving yourself time, energy, and money, right? So including a system or creating a system for you to do on a day-to-day basis helps you get the results that you want. So a lot of times when trainers start off, they're missing and lacking that system. Working in a big box gym can teach you that system for you to learn. And if you decide that you want to leave later on, you can, but at least you have a system that you're going to utilize to direct your business. Okay. So here's some cons. Limited freedom. You're essentially playing by someone else's rules, from your schedule to the way you market yourself. You're working with someone else's system. Talking about systems, this is someone else's system. If you got the entrepreneurial spirit, this can feel like a chokehold. And for a lot of trainers, it does, because a lot of times they're in these big box gyms and they're like, oh, I don't want to do it like this. You don't have to do it like this. but you also don't have to work in a big box gym. Commissions and splits. Number 2, this is another con. The truth, you might get a salary. But you're also likely working on a commission split, meaning the gym takes a cut of everything you earn. You could be busting your tail and still not seeing the financial reward you expect. Now, a lot of gyms will take anywhere from 50 to 60% of what you bring in. Here's an example. If you bring in $1,000 contract of personal training, they'll pay you anywhere from 50 to 60% and take 40 to 50, depending on where you're at. For some people can be great, for other people it can't. That's $4,000 for systems on every contract. Or you don't. It depends. Like, there's a lot of different things about it. For other people, they're making a 6-figure salary doing a commission split. But now you think about it, if you sold $700,000 in personal training in a year in contracts, you can't train that much. So now this is where it's like the benefits of working in a system, because there's only so much time that you have in that system. So it's only so much you can do. So, like, let's say from this, if you were to personally train every single person and sell everybody that you have, I have a calculator on my hand, right? And let's say, for instance, that your average agreement is $5,000 and you train 15 people, that's $75,000 in personal training sales or a personal training contract. That's how much you're making. So the gap in training on your own is that you have to understand, here's the con, which is a commission split, but then also the pro is the commission split, because you make 7,500 plus, so you make roughly about $40,000 off of that 75. And I mean, for some people are like, well, I want all the 75. You can take it, but you're paying for everything when you're working in this place. The last one is no control over clients. And this is kind of a big one for a lot of people that work in a big box gym, depending if what your niche is. This is one of the toughest ones because you don't control the client base. Sure, they come in and you get to train them, but you don't have the ability to choose who you want to work with. This can make retention harder and make you feel like you're just another cog in a machine. A lot of trainers feel like that working in a big box gym because the fact that they're getting these clients. So let's say, for instance, I'm into powerlifting, but no one's coming to my gym for powerlifting. And now I'm training all these people and trying to turn into powerlifters and to disappear. Well, guess what happens? Start feeling resentful. And when you start feeling resentful, that's the first sign that you're probably burnt out and you're probably working on the wrong heart. It's a heart issue. You got to work on that. Because you're passionate about this business because you got in because you want to do something. If you don't like it, then I suggest you do something about it. Whether it be leave the big box gym, the security of the big box gym, or B, market yourself online and start showing people who you are so you can start taking control of the clients that come in to see you. All right, so now let's shift gears and talk about the independent trainer route. The freedom, the hustle, the opportunity. All right, so pros of being an independent trainer. Number 1, unmatched freedom. As an independent trainer, you are the boss. Yeah. You set your own hours, you decide where you work, you determine how you market yourself. No one tells you what to do, no one tells you how to train, and no one tells you what to charge. This level of freedom is game changing, especially for those who want to call the shots and build your brand. So this independent trainer route is unmatched because you are your own boss. This is a pro. Number 2, unlimited earning potential. Now here's the magic. When you're an independent trainer, you'll keep all your earnings. So there's no split. So that same $75,000 where you got paid 40 and you paid the gym fit for 30, well, you get to keep 75. And if that's what you need to survive, that's what you need to survive. You're training 75, you're getting $75,000 plus you're training 15 clients for the year. Sounds great. When you're independent, you keep all your earnings. No more splits, no more commissions. You earn what you work for. And if you're good at what you do, you can scale quickly. The financial potential is unlimited. So I highly suggest that if you are working on your own as an independent and your earning potential is unlimited, I suggest you raise your rates. One reason you want to raise your rates, because I just showed you that if you sign up 15 people at $5,000 per, you're making $75,000. The issue with that is that that's a lot of money for you to be, that's a lot of time that you have to be working. 15 people all training at 2 times a week. So let's say 2.5 times a week. That's 37 hours. You are training people. So times 52, you're training people for 1,900 hours in a year without taking a vacation. So if you're an independent route, I would suggest raising your rates. That's an average rate right there at 15 clients, $50. So that's roughly about $5,000 if you train someone for 1 year. So 1 year would be roughly about 104 sessions. That'd be $48 per session. I would highly suggest raising your rates above that, because the reason why you want to is because that I just showed you, you're gonna need to train 15 clients just to make that much money. If you were to take that same amount and make, let's say, $100 per client, and then say you train 10 people, well, that would be $100,000 for that same amount of time. Actually, 104,000. So it's $104,000 over the course of a year. Totally different. Train 10 people, because those same 10 people that come into the gym on a regular basis, if you look at how much time you're training them, so divided by, you'd be training 80 hours per month. That's times 4 is 20 hours a week. That's not even a full-time job. You're making 100K. So earning unlimited earning potential is there. Number 3, client relationships. Being an independent trainer means you get to build your own community. And I highly suggest you do that. Build a community. You attract clients who align with your values and training style, leading them to deeper and longer lasting relationships. You get to know their goals, their struggles, and you build trust that makes them come back for more. So the thing about the big box gym is that there's sometimes a divide between client and trainer, and it's called the gym. The gym is there, right? And when that gym is there, it's hard for people to be like, oh, man, they're always going to have this big box gym they're going to lean on to. They're going to complain to the big box gym. And you get to blame the big box gym. It's not about the big box gym, it's about you. You're the boss. And so now it leads to the cons. Startup costs. This is where the rubber hits the road. If you want to go independent, you're looking at initial costs. Insurance, if you're going to be paying rent, if you're not going to be paying rent and equipment, marketing, and potentially renting space. So it totally depends. If it's a bigger upfront investment, and if you don't hustle hard from the start, it can feel like a real heavy burden. A lot of people start in a big box gym and then go to independent route. You can do that, but make sure that you work on the systems. Like, utilize, if you're going to do that route, I would highly suggest spending at least, I would say, anywhere from as low as 3 to as high as 5 years in a gym. And I'll use my gym. If you're at Good Life Fitness, I would highly suggest getting up to anywhere between level 4 or level 5. Doing that means you've built the business successfully over the course of 3 to 5 years, and you know how to build a business. And at that point, if you can do that, you have the skill set to be able to do it on your own. Now, do you want to? That's entirely up to you. But I would highly suggest, if you're working out of a gym like this, where you need to build up your clientele, I would highly suggest getting to a certain level, one of the higher levels in your gym. And then once you have the confidence that you know where all your clients or business is coming from, and you want to go on your own, what's stopping you? No safety net. This might stop you. Unlike the big box gym, there's no guarantee. Paycheck's coming your way. You're 100% responsible for your income. And if you don't get clients or fail to market yourself properly, you don't get paid. It's a lot of pressure, but it's also where growth happens. I think a lot of people, like, I would highly suggest, if you're going the independent route, social media is not a maybe I might. It's a you have to, because you need to market yourself. So you need to understand marketing. You need to watch videos on marketing. You need to grow this podcast. I'm here to help, whether you're independent or you're working in a big box. I'm here to help personal trainers. That's what you have to dive into the niche in the space. Last one, lack of immediate support. When you go independent, you're on your own. You don't have a fitness manager. Hi, I'm not there for you. I am here for you. If you're independent, you can always reach out to me. I'm always here to help. The beauty of that, if you're independent, I'm not your manager. I'm just here to help. I'm a guy on the internet that wants to help people. You don't have the team of trainers or a manager to ask for help. The work can feel overwhelming, especially when you're balancing training, admin, and client acquisition. You need to be comfortable being resourceful and self-sufficient. This gets me to a point. If you are looking for immediate support, I have a school community for trainers that are online, in person, independent, big box, and I have tons of systems in there just for you to download and ready to use templates. Highly suggest you reach out to me in the comments, comment school, and I'll reach out to you. I'll send you a DM and we can start looking at how to get you making the kind of money and acquiring the clients you want. Shameless plug. All right. So lack of support is a big red flag for a lot of people when it comes to being an independent trainer. So you get to pick, you get to choose which one is the right one for you. It all depends on your goals. It depends on how hard you're willing to work. Both routes have to work hard. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's not easier one route or the other. If you're looking for stability while you build your skills and reputation, a big box gym can be the best place for you to start. It'll give you an opportunity to learn and grow and refine your craft before you step out on your own. It gives you an opportunity to mess up without having to lose your home. But if you're hungry and you're free and you for freedom and control and a chance to scale your income, going independent could be the way to go. If it's not for everyone, but if you got the right mindset, the right drive for hustle, it can change your life. Remember, there's no right path. The only one that aligns with your vision and goals is the right path. All right, look out for part 2 in this series where we'll dive into how to find the best location for you as a personal trainer to start your career. Whether you're going to a big box or independent, you need to understand location matters. So you might want to start an independent gym in your garage. That may work, but if you're living in a town of 30, that's going to be hard. And it might not be the best thing with you. There's lots of different avenues you can go to. So we're going to talk about location and understanding how to pick a place to work. Okay. Until the next time, keep thriving, keep hustling, keep building your legacy. Let's get it. Thanks for tuning into the Rise and Thrive podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode, make sure you subscribe. Make sure that you leave a comment on suggestions and things that you want to hear from a person that's been in the industry for a long time. And I'll create some videos for you in terms of those comments and see where we go from there, okay? My goal is to grow a community of trainers that want to learn. And if you're a trainer that wants to learn, not just how to sell, but how to communicate and grow and get clients, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help you. Leave a review. Follow me on Instagram at Gym Sales Coach and at the Manny Fraser. Whichever one you want, they're both there. And see you till the next one. Peace.